Hello, I hope you guys are well. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here, welcome back. For those of you who are already subscribed to my channel and who already know of me through my YouTube channel or through my Twitter page. Now, the topic today, as you might have seen in the title, is with regards to your physical transformation. So, if you have a physical, any goals that are related to your physical health or something of that sort, we'll be talking about. It could be anything. Like, I'm not going into the details of what exactly the goal is here. Maybe you want to lose weight, maybe you want to gain weight, maybe you want to get six packs or something. Completely up to you. I'll leave that up to your judgment. Also, this is not a health reading. We'll get into that part a bit later. So, but this is just New Year is coming up, and I think I just wanted to give bring out a bit of a hope in people, and kind of a reading about our health goals basically. And this is the time most of the people are thinking about where they want to go with regards to their health, with regards to their finances. So in this specific reading, I'll be focusing on your physical part of the transformation, like a physical glow up if somebody wants to do that. And I suppose everyone does, like Loki. But if you don't, that is amazing. But I think Loki, everybody wants to be a bit a little bit more perfecting here and there. So yeah, this is that reading. And if you are interested, then the disclaimers you should listen to. First and foremost being, this is not a health reading, so I'm not out here. I will be talking about the blockages that you might be facing right now, and they may relate to your routine or lifestyle, but this is not a health I'm not a physician, so I cannot give you health advice at all with regards to what you should eat, what you should not. This is just whatever I'll be talking about. I'll be talking about on an energetic basis, the blockages that I see, that I feel that you need to work on. That is what I'll be going over. And so that is one thing very important for you to keep in mind, that this is not a doctor's advice. This is not me telling you that, especially if you have health conditions, prior health conditions. Please guys, take this reading with a grain of salt and take this lightly. Of course, I'm not going to give out advices about health issues or any issues if you're facing in general. This is just the main points. If you are coming off of Twitter, you might already know the main points that I'll go over will be the energetic blockages, or the blockages that I feel like you might be facing. Different people might not be able to meet their goals for different reasons. So wherever I feel like the blockages lie in terms of tarot, in terms of cards, how I see, where I see the issues lie, I'll tell you. But again, like I said, please keep in mind, this is not a health advice. I'm not qualified to give you that advice at all. Another thing would be that I want to see the time frame in which in which time frame that most of us, when we get on a journey, we are curious about if I want to say lose 5 kgs, in what time will I be able to lose that weight. So for some it may take if you want to calculate it by the standard rate or whatever it is that is going on, but everybody's body is different and everybody reacts differently to different things. So I'll just go over a specific time frame. I'll try to find out at least the time frame in which you might be able to meet your goals. Now this is, like I say, tarot is always very fluid. So when you're going into a tarot reading, especially a general tarot reading like this, be very mindful of the fact that, first of all, I'm not a physician. I'm not qualified to give you health advice. What I'm trying to do instead is trying to see the blockages that lie in your energetic field, that me, when I dive into spirituality, that I can see, that I can talk to you about, which may it may help you a bit to progress in your journey. That is all it is. And secondly, it is a general reading, so it may or may not apply to you. Always always keep that in the back of your head, that if I'm not reading for a specific person, there's always this possibility that it may apply to, it may or may not apply to you. So if it does not apply, that is okay, you can pick another pile. I'll mention the science and everything of that sort, so it is easier for you to understand in the beginning of the reading whether this pile is meant for you or not. And if it is like not meant for you, if you feel like these are not my features, not my characteristics, not my zodiac sign, of course you can pick another pile, you can pick another and you can pick multiple piles, by the way. So messages can be like in a mix of, say, one, you pick pile 1 and then pile 2, so messages may be there as well. So you can pick multiple piles, but be mindful of what you're consuming. I'm not asking you to blindly follow it. Okay, so with that being said, with all of those disclaimers being passed out, I know it was a long intro, but it is important to mention this because a lot of people consume tarot readings, and I can't guide, or I cannot moderate who all has access to this particular video. And if there's somebody young or somebody impressionable, some of you might already know all of these things and you don't need to hear it again. That is okay. You can jump into the timestamps and get into the reading. But this is for people who are impressionable and and just some people get riled up a bit as well. So for those of you, this is why the disclaimer is there. Energy, like I said, it's always changeable. Today if I say that it will take you 10 weeks to reach your goals, and tomorrow if you start working on it, you may reach there in 4 or 5 weeks or 6 weeks. Okay, so it's like it is a completely ultimately it's up to your free will. If I'm not saying I'm doing is kind of giving you an estimate based off of where you are in your current energies. If you decide to, if you see that blockage and decide to change those things, and tomorrow if you decide wherever I am, if you are exercising 3 days a week right now, say, okay, and I tell you that with this pace I feel that, or at least I estimate that you will be able to meet your goals in the next 3 months, and tomorrow if you decide that now I'll be exercising every day, so you will be able to meet your goal far more earlier than what I have predicted. Okay, so my goal here is to just tell you the blockages, and then hopefully the timeline for you will improve, and hopefully you will be able to meet your goals in a more efficient manner. That is all it is. So then, without any further ado, we'll get into the reading. I'm very excited about this one as well because it is something a bit personal to me. So I just not personal in the sense that this is not for me, but personal in the sense that this is a topic that I want to talk about more as well in the future. So, and I don't see too many readers talking about it. So I do want to dive into this topic specifically in the future, but we'll start with something small. Okay, like a stepping stone kind of a thing. So talking about the physical glow, people who have chosen this blue stone, next is your reading, and I hope you, if you already are here, if you already gone through all the whole intro, thank you so much for listening, and we'll dive into your pile. Just give me a second. Hello pile 1, so welcome to your reading, and today the topic that we're discussing is when will you be able to reach your glow up, or basically your journey towards your physical glow up, or physical transformation. Now this reading includes the major blockages that you might be facing right now in terms of being able to meet your goals or physical transformational goals. Second would be, these are the main topics that I'll be going over. Second would be just an estimate of the time frame that I feel that it will take you to reach that personal goal. Okay, and the last one would be the experiences that you might face after you have achieved this goal. So of course all of us want to know, these are the questions that I would normally think about, like in what amount of time will I reach this goal, and how will I experience it after, what will be the experiences around me be like after I have achieved the goal, and what changes or what transformation will it bring into my life, apart from the obvious, of course. And what are the current blockages? Why am I not what is obstructing my growth right now? So in terms of your physical growth, going over the first question, what are the blockages? And the first card that came out, by the way, is Strength card, which is a very positive card, which also is the overall energy for this reading. This is the card that you have picked when we were doing the pick, like, the selections. So Strength card basically to me is like a, like, you have survived a lot, like you have gone through a lot in the past, but it talks about the fact that there's so much more potential, and there's so much more growth that is yet to be made, and that you have the strength to go through all of this journey that is remaining. So for just off of this particular card, it tells me, or what I feel like is, some of you, either you are very new in this journey, you are not capable of measuring whether or not you will be able to meet your goals or not. So it could be like you, like, this monumental thing in front of you, that you are wondering if you will be able to meet your physical goals or not, or this health goal, or the physical transformational goal, that is like this ideal set in your mind, which right now feels like a monumental thing, like a huge thing to do. But then again, it is something that is in your reach. You have the capacity to do that. That is something this card is telling you, that you have the strength, you have the stamina, you have the motivation needed for you to complete this journey. If that level of doubt has set in your mind. Other aspect of this card is that for those of you who are mid this journey, some of you might be in the middle of this journey, who already have, like, started doing their routine, started with their diet, started with, like, whatever your goal be, you already have started with your routine that is required for it, and now maybe you have plateaued, like you haven't seen growth in a while, that routine has become old, and now you're wondering whether or not you can change it up. So for those of you as well, it's like, don't give up now, because sometimes the efforts we start doing a very long time ago, and then for it to, like, show up in especially when you talk about bodies, or physical transformation, for it to show up, it takes a lot of time. So don't lose hope in that regard, that you have been doing it 4 weeks, 5 weeks, but you haven't become skinny. So that will, or for example, okay, I'm not saying that is your goal, but just for an example, that is my like, default mode, thinking about going skinny. So don't mind me saying that. Anyways, so just for an example, suppose like you have been eating right, you have been exercising for 4 to 5 weeks, and you feel like, it's not showing in your body. Now what is going wrong? And maybe you're losing kind of motivation to continue. This is the card that tells you that, why are you losing hope? You already have, you have the strength to make it through, and you have to be patient a little bit more and push through, just for the results to show up in your life. So strength is, as a card, it talks about these aspects of your journey. Now diving into what might be the blockages for why you're not able to meet this goal. For some of you, I feel like, for those of you who have started a new job, some of you might be those people who have, like, taken up a new project, started a new job. Some of you might be in school perhaps, or college, whatever it is. This is something, a new endeavor that you have taken up on, and it is an added responsibility to your routine that was otherwise a part of your life. Like, this could have been last year, could have been, like, it is something recent, it does not feel old. Could have been something that in the last year maybe, or I would say maximum 1 to 2 years. This feels very recent, okay? So this is not something that you have been doing for a very long time, but it could be your college, it could be whatever it is, something, an added responsibility, an added project. Even if you were working, maybe you were not working on a particular specific project that might be taking up too much of your time. So it's that is something that is creating a blockage for some of you. Also, another thing is, with the Six of Swords, it tells me that something that you need to walk away from. So could it be an old routine, and could it be, like, a possible old routine that you are still stuck in, that you need to walk away from for you to get into this new, like, this new energy, new lifestyle, new eating habits, or whatever is required for your own goals to be fulfilled. Like I said, this is not a health reading. I'll not be focusing on that aspect of things, but just to talk about the blockages that you might be facing right now. So for some of you, I feel like you have started classes, you have started, like, maybe some of you are working at the same time, you are like, you have a business of yours that you're trying to work on, or some sort of an added project or new responsibility, or something new that has taken a lot of time in your routine, and a lot of your energy as well, which is why you might be like, not be able to kind of give your all to your physical goals as well. So maybe you need to find that time, in 24 hours, to give that 1 hour or half an hour for whatever it is that you're aiming towards, depending on what your goals are. Like I said, the overarching theme is that of physical transformation. I'm not talking about your spiritual growth, I'm not talking about your emotional growth at all in this reading. It's strictly talking about the physical transformation. So there's only so many things that, like, in terms of physical transformation, that you might be doing, and this added responsibility might be creating a blockage towards it. So these are the possible blockages that I'm seeing right now. Another one for some of you could be heartbreak. Unfortunately, I have to say that there might have been a situation in the past that led you, like, it made you really disappointed with the Three of Swords. And Five of Pentacles, it left you drained almost. Now, this could have been outright a romantic heartbreak. Maybe somebody you broke up with, maybe things went downhill with a past connection or something of that sort. Or it could just talk about disappointment in general, life in general. Some of you who might be, like I said, dealing with, a loss of some sort, or something that you had to kind of something that broke your heart, like Three of Swords, or something that disappointed you, something that broke your heart, and something that you were really invested in. So it could be a loss in your career or money or finances or something of that sort as well, where, like, you felt so, like, maybe you felt so lost that you did not know what else to do. So this could be, again, like, if you are in a bad mood, of course it's going to affect your routine. That is very natural, that is very normal. Don't be harsh on yourself about it, though. Try to, like, start small. If you have kind of some of you might have been, like I said, with the Strength card initially when it came up, talking about some of you losing, like, maybe you have started a routine and then you fell off the wagon for a bit in middle of your journey, and now you don't know how to get back up on it. So start small. It doesn't, if you were doing the exercises or if you were giving, suppose, 1 hour for whatever it is that you wanted to do in terms of physical growth or physical changes, I suppose exercise would be a part of it. I suppose diet would be a part of it, right? So whatever it is that you were doing, suppose if you were going on for giving an hour of your time in, like, before you fell off, or before you were disappointed or heartbroken, or whatever it was, or this new project came along, if you were giving that amount of time, and you completely, like, shut down your routine, and now you're like zilch, zero, nothing is going on at all. If you want to start from here, start again. Go with 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Doesn't have to be like, you don't have to replicate the same routine that you had initially when you started. You can just start, and then you will get back in your pace. That is what it talks about. Something like, you're trying to replicate a routine that was in the past, that was a routine of yours before these changes happened. For some of you, before the heartbreak. For some of you, before the project that came along, before the responsibilities that came along. Like, for some of you, there could be added family responsibilities as well. So if that was the case, and, like, you are trying to get back up in your routine, don't try to replicate your old routine, but start again, start fresh, start new, and then slowly, work your way towards what you were doing in the past. And for others of you who are starting fresh, like, who haven't done it before, but they are so, like, kind of some of you could be scared to start because you haven't done it before, of course. That is a very natural feeling as well. uh, but again, if you have this ideal set in mind that I need to do 30 minutes, right, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is start. Okay, so if you are not starting with because you feel like you cannot go 30 minutes, start with 5 minutes. This is just an example, by the way. I'm not telling you what exactly to do in your routine. This is just for example, like how to start on your journey or how to remove the blockages. So this could be the blockages. In terms of timing, when I can see you achieving your goals, um, I would say 7 months, 10 months. These are time frames that I'm giving you that I feel like will work out for you. 7 months, 10 months. By the end of 9 months, I feel like it will start showing up in your emotional. Now, these could be weeks or months as well, but because these are pentacle energy, I feel it'll more so be like, possibly in a longer period of time. And also with the strength card, strength normally is in number 7 in the normal Rider-Waite deck, if I remember correctly. So that 7 month period like resonates strongly. 6 to 7 months could be like a good period of time for you to reach that goal. I feel that when you will be reaching that goal, if I had to put a time frame on it. And like I said, with time frames, it is very important to remember, especially in tarot, that if I'm telling you that it will take you 7 months, I'm telling you that based off of this reading and where you are currently, or the current energies that I'm sensing in this reading right now. Multiple people watch a particular reading, so it doesn't have to be like it may or may not apply to everyone. It may not be the same journey for everyone. And also at the same time, even if it is exact same situation, tomorrow if you decide to, like I said, tomorrow if you decide to get back up on your routine and do that 60-minute thing, or put in that time that you need to do, maybe you will achieve it in 3 months, 4 months. You may not, but I am just giving you a time frame or like a reference for when you will be able to enjoy the benefits of something. By the end of 9 months, I think you will be able to enjoy the emotional benefits. So when we change physically, it does not it's not just physical change. It also affects our social life. It also affects our emotional aspects of ourselves. So I feel like if you're wondering when you will be able to enjoy that emotional, where it will settle in and you will be able to enjoy that emotional aspect of your journey, I feel like that will happen by the end of around 7 to 9 months. I feel like that is when it will really settle in that yes, I have changed. And yes, for some of you it could be weeks as well. So 9 weeks would be around 2 months, basically, like roughly 2 months. So 9 to 10, yeah. 10 of Pentacles is also there. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like 9 to 10 weeks would be good time frame. So 2.5 months for some of you. Maybe that will start it will start showing up in your body in small pieces, and then you'll be like, okay, this is working for me now. Like I have invested these amount of time in my body, and now it is showing up. So some of you, it could be, like I said, it could very well be 2.5 months. For others of you, it could be 7 to 9 months in the longer run, where you will be it will settle in, like yes, this change is here to stay. Also again, okay, yeah, so I feel like that will be the time reference that I'll work with right now. So you'll start that those benefits, they'll start showing up, I would say, with the 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles, all indicate like the similar time frame. That could be Seven of Pentacles is the card where, like, reaping the harvest of what you have done. So most obvious, and with even with the Strength card and number seven coming up in the normal rider Waite, I feel like 7 month is a very strong time reference. And for some of you, most of you, 7 month would be the time period wherein you can, like, in a satisfied manner, you will be like, okay, I have reached my goal and it is here to stay, like it is not changing. For others of you, like, earliest possible, I feel like there will be changes on an emotional level, or not on like they'll start showing up in your life within 2.5 months. So yeah, I feel like this will be really good for you. Now, coming to the experiences, how it will change your experiences, and what, when you start on this journey, we have so far discussed the blockages that may be causing you to not be able to reach your goal. We have discussed the time frame in which, like, you might be able to reach this goal. Now, coming to the most important part of it, at least for me, would be, how will your life change? What experiences will be added to your life when you are finally able to meet that goal that you have been maybe dreaming about for a very long time? For some of you, I'm saying 1 to 2 years at least, you have been wanting to do this with the High Priestess. So for some of you, you have been wanting to do this for a very long time as well. So how will it exactly change your life? First and foremost, which is a beautiful thing that is happening, is that emotional independence. If some of you, like I said, with the Five of Pentacles, were feeling kind of Five of Pentacles and Three of Swords, there was this heartbreak, or it could be because of the health itself. It could be because of the, like, the disappointments external to you, like in your social life, in your personal life. Could be because of that. Could be in your career as well. So you will be able to reach this emotional independence with the Nine of Pentacles. You will be feeling this kind of an emotional satisfaction when you reach this goal, like you have achieved something, right? So giving you that kind of a confidence boost up, not just because you are looking a certain way, or of course the focus during a physical glow up is how you're looking, but this is more so on an emotional level. It will also, like, bring that change into you, that you will be feeling more confident. Perhaps you will be feeling more independent. You will not be feeling too reliant on other people. um, you will also come out of this Nine of Pentacles clarifying the Three of Swords also tells me that you will be coming out of this heartbreak, kind of a funk, kind of an energy you will come out of as well. With the Page of Cups, I feel like there, and the Six of Pentacles, I feel like there might be, for some of you, there might be. Now, I'm not saying that for you to attract a romantic partner or something of that sort, you need to make this physical change. Understand that. But I feel like when you feel this, there is this spiritual thing when you feel like, you're feeling in this high vibrational energy. When you yourselves are feeling confident, you attract people, and that is very natural. So I feel like for some of you, you will be attracting somebody with the Page of Cups. There might be a new romantic interest in your life for some of you. For others, I feel like it talks about, Page of Cups talks about having perhaps, like, a new like a new basically an emotional perspective on things, getting this emotional rejuvenation that maybe you were not feeling before, and a kind of this confidence, like, this newfound confidence in yourself. So for some of you, it could be that. With the Six of Pentacles, I feel like it will help you for some, like, of course, meet your goals in a better way. When you are in a better routine, in a better place mentally, you will be able to meet your goals in a better way. Also, for some of you, I feel like it will help you create better boundaries with other people. For some of you, especially if you are going through an emotionally turmoil kind of a time, Also, my throat is like, drying up. Some of you might have throat chakra blockages as well, like not being able to speak your feelings, or being like, in this position of not being able to express yourself. So if you have been feeling that as well, I feel like, and again, that again relates to being able to establish your boundaries. So if you have not been able to do that recently, or if right now, if you're not able to do that and you feel like you need that, I feel that in the coming future you will be like, gain that confidence, wherein you can tell people that these are my boundaries, and I don't want you to cross them. Or in terms of your career, you will be attracting better opportunities because you have this newfound confidence. Like I said, there will be newer like, opportunities perhaps opening up for you, or maybe that is how you will look towards it, and you will demand equality, like, of your effort in your personal relationships as well as in that of your workplace. If you are a student in your college, maybe university, you will become more active. So all of these things pertain to the experiences that come along with this physical glow up that you are aiming for. So with that, I'll end your reading, pile 1. This was a beautiful reading. I hope you guys liked it, and if you liked the reading, please subscribe to my channel, like the video. If you want a personal reading, all the details will be down below, and you can, if you have an Instagram or Twitter, you can DM me there, and that is the preference. Please start with that. If you do not have these platforms, or if you do not prefer these platforms, then you can drop me an email and book with me as well. All of these options and all the details about personal readings will be down below. And yeah, that is pretty much your reading. I hope you guys liked it, and I wish you all the best on this journey. I hope you achieve your goals, and I hope you are able to reach this 9 of Pentacles, beautiful energy of 9 of Pentacles, and are able to embody it. Yeah. So okay then, I hope you liked your reading. Bye, take care. Hi, pile 2. So we just got discussing over after the pile 1. For some of you, there are certain cards in this pile that resonate with pile 1 as well. So I would ask you to watch that pile as well if you were drawn to it. Now, getting into your reading quickly then. The topic that we're discussing today is your journey towards your physical glow up or physical transformation. So it could relate to any of your health goals that pertain to your physical changes, like actual physical goals. Okay. Now this could be losing weight, gaining weight, like I said, getting a six-pack, abs, anything that is on your plate or on your wish list. Completely up to you. I'm not restricting this reading to a particular goal. I just want to, and also this is not a health reading, so it's not like I'm giving you advice on a particular set of if you're trying to gain weight, what should you do. I'm not trying to do that. What I'm trying to do is kind of look over the blockages. I have bifurcated this reading into different parts. That is, first being the blockages that you are facing currently, about why you're not able to reach your goals. Second is the time frame in which you might be able to reach your goal. And third are the experiences that will come along with it. So these are the questions that I feel most people think about when they start on a physical journey like this. And so I'll cover them. And that card, the card that you'll see above, is the overall energy. And the overall energy being with the Lovers. First and foremost, we'll get into why this card might have showed up, but first and foremost, it talks about choice, having choice. Even though in this particular deck it is not showing up as that. Lovers is the card for Geminis and the twins basically, and this is your both your minds, like both aspects of your mind that discuss with each other which path should you choose. Should you go towards one or should you go towards other? So for this coming up as your overall energy, it tells me that some of you are in in half a mind about getting started on this journey. Like you want to do it, and then again one part of you is like, I can't. So you are split in the between in terms of your conviction of whether or not you will be able to reach your goals or not, which is something that you might be struggling with right now. If you have a specific goal and you want to achieve it, even before, maybe for some of you, even before you have set out on the journey, you might already be like, wondering whether or not you will be able to reach this goal, and you are split right down in the middle. Like half of you is like, I will be able to do it, and the other half is very pessimistic. You feel like you don't know what to do. So this could be something that you're struggling with right now, standing on the crossroads and wondering if you should, like, go towards it or not. And for some, I also feel like it could be about the method that you choose to reach your goals. So when I say method about in physical transformation, suppose for example you want to pick up an exercise. Some of you may want to pick up a more holistic exercise, could be including yoga, could be including meditation, and then on other days you just want to, like, pick up high intensity workouts and all of that. So maybe you are trying to figure out the method that you will use to reach your goals, and you are kind of like, confused about where to start with that, or which kind of diet to start with. Like, these could be questions on your mind right now, or something of that sort. For most of you, I feel like it's just a question of whether or not I should start on this journey, and will I be able to. And there's a part of you that is very optimistic, that says that yes, if you start, you will be able to be successful, and the other part of you that is extremely shadow side of yours that says no, you can't be, like, you cannot meet these goals. So this is something. And also in this overall in this entire spread, there's a lot of mental energy at play. So a lot of your blockages relate to your mind as well, like, what you believe you can achieve or not. And we'll get into that as we talk about the reading. But just with the overall energy, I feel, like I said, Lovers is the card for indicating Geminis, and Gemini is an air sign. So it tells me that there's a lot of mental energy at play here, and very crucial for you to tap into that before you can even get into the nitty gritty of things, into the, like, into the physical aspects of things. You have to change your mindset in a way as well. For some of you, the most obvious discourse is that maybe you have somebody that you like, that you want to, maybe they encourage you to change your, like, you're inspired by this particular relationship, and you want to make changes in your life. Now, I'm not saying, again, I'm not asking you to change yourself for any other person, but with the Lovers card showing up first thing in the reading, it tells me that there could be a love interest that you are like, and that's natural for some of you. If you are, like, younger, or any, don't have to be younger as well. Just if you have a love interest, you might want to change your body for them. Like, you might want to look better for them. Could be that, like, you want to change. If you have a crush on somebody, you might want to go through a physical glow up because you want to impress them. So it could be that with the Lovers card showing up, I cannot ignore the possibility of that. It could be the fact that this growth in you, or this need to change, might be triggered by either somebody that you're interested in, that you want to impress, or somebody that you might have parted ways with, who might have, like, you feel like, unless and until I change a certain way, or, like, I want to look good for this person, unless and until I do that, I don't feel like I'll be able to be with this person. And that is, like I said, that is completely up to you. I am not asking you to change yourself because of another person, because that to me feels like a very fickle thing. If you change your body for somebody, and what about the fact that 6 months later down the line, if you become your old self, then will that relationship last or not? So I don't feel like physical grounds should be the base at all, the basis of starting a relationship. But if that is your situation, I'm not judging you for it. by all means go for it. And like, if that is what is inspiring you or triggering your growth, then any which way you are the person who is growing despite the person that you might be interested in. So now, again, this is the overall energy. Coming to the blockages that I feel in your journey, like I said, first and foremost, lot of mental energy, lot of thinking over things, planning things, air sign energy, going over things in your head, not being able to do it in real life. Two of Wands is the card of waiting. High Priestess, again, that intuitive knowledge about things, mental knowledge about things, but like, being able to practice it in reality is not coming about just now. Queen of Swords, again, is again a card for like, mental energy. And also Queen of Swords is somebody who has, like, their walls up. And if you can see the Two of Wands card, they also have this, they are in this like, tower like situation, and there also the walls are up. So right now I feel like a lot of you have your defenses up right now. And if at all you feel like you are on the defense with regards to where you stand in terms of your physical health, you need to let your guard down. First and foremost, you need to reach out and ask people for help, and I feel like people will help you if you ask them. I'm trying to achieve this and this thing. Right now your mindset is like, it's me against the world kind of a thing, and you need to come out of this. You need to come out of this whole mentality that I have to do this and nobody else stands with me and all of that thing. Because right now I feel like you are in a very defensive energy. You are a bit, even like, Queen of Swords, a bit kind of like bad experiences one after another, which has made this person very cold. So maybe in the past you had experienced people who, maybe in your love life, could be because the Lovers card showing up, could have been in your love life, could have been in your social life in general as well, where you felt a certain bias from people. You felt a certain the way people approached you may have made you a bit cold, a bit defensive, uh, which is why all these walls are up. But I feel like right now it is acting like a blockage in your own growth. So what you need to do right now is not judge the people that you're currently dealing with on the basis of your past. Put down the walls a little bit. Try to ask people for help. Try to reach out to people. Could it be whoever you rely on? It could be people in your family, people in your friend circle, people online, videos online. Reach for things and learn for things. And also Queen of Swords is the card about learning. So if you feel stuck, if you feel like, I don't know where to go from here, Two of Wands is the card for, like, I don't know where to go from here, or waiting for something but I don't know how to make that trip. So learn about it. With the Queen of Swords, you're being asked to learn about nutrition, about diet, exercise, whatever goes into your journey. You need to, educate yourself about, instead of waiting for things to happen or waiting for things to turn around without any effort. You will need that effort, and you, first of all and very prominently, need to change your mindset and your attitude towards things, and then only you can dive into the physical aspect of it, the diet, the exercise, the nitty-gritty of things. Like I said, that is right now I feel secondary, based off of this reading. Now I don't know you personally, so I can't say for each and every of your journeys, but as an overall reading, and from this particular spread, I feel like a lot of the battle for you would be mental, would be fighting this mindset of, like, all or nothing kind of a thing. So either you want to dive into it completely, or there's nothing at all. So yeah, these are the blockages. Coming to possibly when you might be able to um, experience this change, I would say 10, I would say 5 to 7 months. Okay, for some of you, for some I can't, for some it could last anywhere between 16 weeks to 16 months, maybe depending on your goal. You will know better, like how long will it take for you to achieve that. If it is a long road ahead of you, for some of you, I have to mention the fact that I am seeing 16 months, so 1.5 year. In terms of physical changes, I don't see it being a very long period of time, because for you to stick to a routine, you may anyway need to, follow it. At least need to know that you are following it every day, one after another. So for a few of you, I do feel like it will take 16 months down the line. But also the earliest possible time frame that I'm getting here is that of 9 weeks. Okay, 9 of Pentacles, 7 to 9 weeks. I feel 7 to 9 weeks. I feel wherein you will start to see changes, that the efforts that you put in, you will start to see in your body, and then maybe it will help you grow from there. But if I'm talking about an overarching and completely 180-degree shift about what you're thinking of or towards, I would say for some that it'll take either it'll take 7 weeks, or it'll take depending on your goal, like I said, depending on what you need to achieve, 7 months. These are time frames that I'm giving you. For some it could be 16 months as well. Talking about at some point in this journey, 5 weeks, 5 months into it, you will want to give up. Okay, you will feel like there you will reach a plateau kind of a situation with the 5 of Pentacles. I feel you will reach this point 5 months into this journey. 5 weeks could be into this journey. You will reach a point where you will feel like wanting to give up, like things are not showing up, and most likely it could be 5 weeks, because initially in the journey, when you don't know where you're going and how you're going towards that goal, you kind of feel discouraged when things or results do not show up. Don't worry about it. Kind of, you will have to push through it. Okay, everybody experiences that. It is a very common phenomenon that happens during health changes or physical changes, that you plateau at some point. So don't worry about that. You will have to push through that phase of your journey. Now, having said that, coming to the part that you have been putting in so much of work for, that is how or what changes will come into your life when you reach this goal, or when you are able to meet the goal that you have been trying to meet for so long. I think first and foremost it will be the fact that for some of you, I think you will learn to say no. Like right now, if you're settling for things, right now, if you are kind of in this mindset that I don't deserve better, you will learn to say no, or that I deserve better. I'm not talking about rejecting people and all of that. I'm talking about having standards for yourself, and getting this confidence to be able to say that I require, and this is not just like a physical things. I'm not saying that you will be discarding people based off of their physical looks or something of that sort. You will gain the confidence to say that in relationships, in friendships, in your social interactions in general, that I don't want to do it, and or I deserve better, or I want better out of this equation. So you will get that kind of a like leverage, I feel. And this is not because you are looking a certain way. Please, I need to keep reminding people that this is the confidence that you have gained through the process, knowing that you have put an effort into something and going over it again and again and again for 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks gives you a certain confidence that nothing else of that sort can. And when you gain that confidence, you will be able to apply it in your social situations, in your workplace as well. If you are somebody who is a bit shy and doesn't know when to say no, in terms of work, in terms of you take up too much baggage in your social interactions, you will not feel the need to please people. In a way, you will be satisfied with yourself. That is why you will not feel the need to please people, which is something that is an important change coming up into your life with this physical transformation. The second would be leadership and initiative. So maybe you will be more up for things if you are right now kind of like, I don't want to do it, or let the other person guide, or and all of those things. I feel like you will gain this newfound confidence that you have found in yourself. You will be able to like, go for things, like take that risk, and be able to lead other people as well during that, and being able to like, take initiative for things in general, taking more risks in life. Okay, so there's this free flowing energy, and also the sense of like I said, right now you are in this Queen of Swords energy, wherein you feel like you are up against the world right now, like everything is working against you. But see the contrast between Queen of Swords and Three of Pentacles, where you have that community support, you have the support of other people. Understand that this is not the other people changing, by the way. Some of them might, like some people are really opportunistic, but when you do make that change, this defensiveness that you are experiencing right now, you will be able to like, kind of put it down and be like, okay, people support me, and you will not have to think about it in your head that why are they, what are the intentions of them doing this, so and so forth. So I think that kind of positive effect it will have on your mindset as well, where you will be more open to like community experiences, social interactions, meeting new people, and all of those things. So that is one thing. Knight of Cups could be two things. Some of you might have a new love interest, or even the person that you are dealing with might like, of course there might be a renewed sense of affection or attraction here. And another thing could be Knight of Cups, maybe you become more emotionally open. Okay, you become more comfortable with your emotions as well, because again, if you compare the energy of High Priestess, or the way you were showing up in the past before this transformation, that High Priestess energy, that Queen of Swords energy, this defensiveness, this kind of like, I'll not speak, or High Priestess also is a very like, a card of not expressing yourself, and not being keeping things hidden. Contrasting that to Knight of Cups, somebody who is very emotionally like, open, who can talk about things, who is like in a place where they can express themselves. It will also like, for some of you, I think it'll prove to be a positive impact on your creativity, on your self expression as well. And at the same time, how you express yourself to the people around you, there will be this defensiveness that you feel right now. I think that will really change, and that is one major thing that is coming up in terms of transformation. So yes, your reading looks fantabulous, pile 2, and I wish you all the best with your goals. I hope whatever it is that you want to like, in terms of your physical growth, whatever it is that you want to reach towards, I hope you are able to reach that. And if you want to get a personal reading done from me, all the details will be in the description box below. I do audio readings. I am currently doing written readings, both mini and detailed readings. So all of the details about the prices and everything, where you can contact me, are all given below. I hope you like the reading. Like I said, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, share this video with your friends if you found it helpful, of course. And then we'll move on to the pile 3. Okay, bye. Thank you so much. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. The topic that we'll be discussing today is your journey towards your physical transformation, or your glow up. And a couple of things before we dive into the reading. If you have come from other piles or from the introduction itself, this is specifically for those who have chosen pile 3, or this stone here that you can see, that was in the pickup in the piles. And this is not a health reading. I have repeated myself a bit of like, again and again. I'm sorry if it's getting annoying, but the reason I keep saying it that is because I'm not a health expert at all, and I do not want anyone to take this reading as an advice for how they are supposed to bring about the transformation in terms of like what diet and what technical things that you need to follow. The focus will not be on that. The focus will be more so on the blockages that I see energetically. As a reader, I can only talk about energy surrounding you, or the problems that I can see surrounding you, and how you can overcome them. So I'll talk more so on a basis of mental, emotional blockages, perhaps even physical for some of you, but it will just be in terms of what things that I can see in terms of energetic blockages. Second thing would be the time frame that I see in which you can achieve your goals. So that is something that I want to look over as well. And the third would be what changes or what positive changes that will be coming into your life once you have achieved these goals. Now, like I said, these are the questions that come into my mind when I'm thinking about a physical glow up. Like, what experiences will be different when I achieve a certain goal, and in what time frame perhaps I can achieve that goal. So that is what I've tried to inculcate in this reading as well, and hopefully you guys take away something positive from this reading. Again, this is not a reading for people who have any health issues, guys. I'm not, again and again I keep saying this is not, I'm not a physician. I don't have any piece of advice to give on that. So without any further ado, we'll dive into your reading. And by the way, this has taken me 2 days to cover it up. I recorded the first two portions of it last night, and then it just got so long that it took me another day to complete the reading. But hopefully today we'll complete it. So let's dive into your reading, pile 3. And the overall energy that I got for your reading is the Devil card. Now don't get terrified by it, or don't get worried about it. And for those of you who understand the concept of Maya, if you are if you have any Vedic knowledge, or you come from like an Indian background, you might be aware of it. Devil card by in itself to me represents Maya, the illusion of things, illusion of wanting things, and the excessive want of doing things. Now this could talk about your eating habits, this could talk about a pattern of behavior, a certain routine that you are into that is kind of creating a blockage right now. So, or even the fact that you are too focused on your work and not focusing enough on your health, perhaps. So all of this pertains when I talk about the Devil card. It talks about your that aspect of you which is more focused on the materialistic side of things, to me personally. And also again talks about the patterns or behaviors that are excessive, that we are indulging in, that is not beneficial for us. So like I said, this could talk about anything. The Devil card could represent anything, does not have to represent actual devil. I don't think it ever represents that in a reading. I don't see it that way. It is more so the things that we are after that are not good for us, but by habit we are bound to them. By habit or by desire we are bound to these things. So wanting to eat something that is not good for you, being in a routine that is not good for you, not being able to take care of your health, all of these things, all of these behaviors, they form a part of this card, and that is what it represents for me. So that this could talk about your current state where you are in right now. Maybe you are indulging a lot. We all have, I guess, all across the globe we have festival season. I know in India we did have in November, throughout November, and then going forward we have Christmas, holidays, and all of that. So New Year coming, so everybody is kind of in that mood. And maybe in the past 2-3 months, and I know in West there has been for 2-3 months constantly there has been one after another, like a different holiday to experience. So maybe we are in that party mode for some time, and some of you may not have been able to focus on your goals, or it could be the work that you are doing right now. Maybe you are so occupied with your work that you are not able to focus on your health goals right now. So apply it as it resonates in your life. But there is a certain you are indulging in certain behaviors right now that is kind of creating a blockage wherein you are not able to be in the ideal routine that you should be in for achieving your goals. Now we'll talk about the blockages that I'm seeing in terms of your um, physical transformation, like what things apart from the obvious diet and all of that. I'll focus more on like what aspects of your life is kind of affecting you or blocking you from being able to achieve your goals. And coming to that part of it, first the card is Eight of Cups, which talks about walking away. If you can see the card here up front in the first row, it talks about um, those are these are the three cards that I got for the blockages that you're experiencing. Now, some of you might be wondering why the Sun card is there, but I'll explain it. Don't worry. With the Eight of Cups, though, there is something that brings you a lot of joy, I feel. Now, this could be something that you eat that you really really enjoy and you cannot let go of, and you need to for your health. This could be something as small or something as huge as a relationship that maybe you are addicted to. Devil card also talks about addictions. So maybe there is something that you are addicted to that brings you a lot of joy. Could be a person, could be a food item, could be a routine. Like maybe you have been sluggish lately, maybe you have been lazy lately, and unmotivated perhaps. For some of you, I am seeing mental health issues as well. So not all of, I'm not saying that if you are not able to get back on track, it is just outright because of laziness. I am not saying that. For some of you, it could be like if you're struggling with depression, maybe you're not able to meet normal routine that a normal person should have, like you know what I mean, like uh, for some of you who are struggling with mental health issues, normally a bit of sluggishness comes along with it, and that is completely understandable. There's no like um, stigma related to that, at least not on this channel, I hopefully. So yeah, for some of you, there is this kind of energy with the Eight of Cups. Even if you see the card, there's this morose kind of an energy, kind of a like this person longingly looking at the moon. That could be your goal. That could be your north star where you want to go. Um, Almost longingly looking at it but not being able to reach that goal, and it being or looking so far away, like you don't know where to start even. Yeah, so that could be one thing. Maybe you are not able to come out of your old patterns because the journey that you are supposed to make, you feel like it is such an uphill battle, or it is almost impossible to reach it, like to reach the moon is almost impossible kind of a thing. So that is kind of the energy that I'm getting here in terms of the very first blockage here, that you might be experiencing. It could be because there you are not able to walk away from an old habit, an old pattern of behavior. Even a relationship, if you are a part of it, there is something, a situation that is keeping you stuck in your old patterns, in your old behaviors, which is addictive, which brings you a lot of joy, but this instant gratification then almost like it's not satisfying at least your health goals. It is just on an emotional level, like whatever you're eating, whatever you're doing, whatever routine you are in, you will have to understand that it is not actually adding any benefit to you. It's just this kind of a false sense of joy that it is bringing you, because devil card coming along with the sun card, it tells me that there is gratification, but that is very like that gratification is very rooted in like in unnecessary desires or addictions basically. So that is one thing that I feel could be a blockage. Another thing with the sun card could be, like I said, we'll talk about it later. The sun card represents one of the most joyous cards in the deck, but then again, it is also the sun. It talks about your ego. So for some of you, I feel like your ego is a huge blockage right now in terms of being able to achieve your goals. Maybe like if somebody tells you that, if somebody is trying to help you out, that maybe you should make such and such changes in your lifestyle, you get a bit defensive, and that is okay. Like all of us get that way sometimes, but understand that people are not out to get you or something. If somebody is trying to help you, and if they are a friend, if you understand that these people have good intentions for you, why are you getting defensive, and why are you getting perhaps for some of you, like like I know, you don't have to tell me, kind of an attitude. So the sun card could talk about ego and with the devil card present here. Again, like I said, it is that low vibrational energy of this card. um, so it indicates being in this egoistic energy where you are not listening to other people. This could be your mentors, this could be your parents, this could be your friends, this could be even your trainers. Like, if somebody, if you some of you, maybe if you have joined a gym, and I don't know with the pandemic if many of you are able to go, but suppose if you have a trainer and they tell you that you need to follow X, Y, and Z, and then you're like, what, I don't need you to tell me what I need to follow, I'll do my own thing. So for some of you, I really think that this ego is creating a blockage for you, wherein because you are feeding so much into it, you're not able to meet your goals. And with the two of swords, again, indecision about certain thing. So you're not making a decision, you're not taking that step forward towards something. And eight of cups, like I said, talks about walking away from an old habit, from something that is not serving you well, and or emotionally draining you. And with the two of swords here, it seems to me that you are choosing to remain in this almost low vibrational energy, because it gives you a certain instant gratification, and you are choosing that kind of instant gratification over your actual goals, over things that will actually help you out. So, and I completely understand that anyone who has ever tried to change, make any physical changes, be it the smallest amount of changes, they experience this as well. And it's not the easiest job to feel motivated or to come out of our old patterns, especially for those of us who are adults, who have lived a life wherein we have been in a routine for a very long time. It's not the easiest thing to do. So that is really understandable, but also at the same time, you need to understand that not everybody is out to get you, not everybody is trying to attack you when they are trying to help you out. So if somebody is giving you, like, any health tips, try to imbibe that, try to take it in your stride. If it is uncalled for, that is okay, that you can tell them that, but try to seek help. Even for some of you, I feel like this could talk about seeking help as well. So if you feel like alone, you cannot do it alone, and you're not feeling motivated to do it alone, Sun also talks about community. And, like, people, for me it is like, people or community, and Leo is the card for, it's a very extroverted social card. So maybe if you want to get a, like, workout partner, maybe that will help you out, and or something of that sort, where you can reach out to other person and tell them that, I want to achieve this, but I don't want to do it alone. So it could be, for those of you who are married, you can tell your partner that, I don't want to go through this journey alone, please come, like, join me if you can, and it will really motivate me. And for others of you who, if you have a roommate, if you are living at home with your family, you can ask your cousins, your siblings, your parents even, and you can do it together. Like, if you are not motivated enough to do it alone, you can ask other people for help. So this blockage that is being created because of you feeling like it's such an uphill journey, such a long distance to reach for you, you will be able to then, like, if you have somebody along with you to work out, like, along to share that journey with, maybe it will become a bit easier for you. Or get an accountability partner, get somebody to tell, like, tell them how you are progressing on your journey, and ask them to keep you accountable for your actions. So these small things, they'll really help you out, I feel. And thankfully for you, and why I'm saying it's a good thing is because when there are external factors that are blocking us, when there are external factors that are blocking us, we do not have as much of a control as we do when we have internal factors blocking us. So if it is just like the fact that you don't want to work out alone, that you don't want to go be on this journey alone, you can ask somebody, you can change that. You can ask somebody to get along with you, or you can, like, try to at least get back on track. Or if you're indulging in something, you can easily then change that. Again, like I said, this is not for people who have any health issues, which is kind of blocking that progress. It is just for healthy people who may have certain health goals, not like normal health goals. And yeah, this is what I'm seeing right now in terms of your blockages coming to the period of time that you might be able to finish this journey in. I'm seeing anywhere between 9 weeks to perhaps 4 to 9 weeks. You'll start seeing the changes, I feel. Okay. 1 month, I would say, between 1 month to 9 weeks, anywhere between that time frame. Whatever efforts you have put in, I'm not saying that what exact goal that you have set out for you will see that, but whatever efforts you have put in, you will kind of embark on this new journey. With the Fool card, if you can see that, it talks about going on this new journey or embarking on this new journey. For some of you, I have to say it can take around an year, because normally I think the Fool card, like yeah, anywhere between like 9 months to 1 year for your overall goals to be completed. So, like I said, for it to show results, for your efforts to show up in your body, maybe it will take you anywhere between 4 weeks to 9 weeks if you are consistent, and you will enjoy this process as well. But at the same time, I can see you at the end of 2 months, 2.5 months, kind of getting like drained out by it. If you can see the Nine of Swords card, it is somebody who is like having like sleepless nights almost. So this could also mean that with the Two of Swords and Nine of Swords, it could also mean that if you choose to be this indecisive energy, okay, if you choose to be in this energy wherein you haven't um, taken those steps towards your growth, taken those steps towards your physical growth, 9 weeks down the line, you will regret it, that I should have started today, okay, that I should have started this journey today, and I would have reached so and so amount of goals by this time. Maybe some of you are in this kind of an energy right now, because we are at the end of an year, and a lot of people are having these kind of epiphanies that I should have gone on this journey and all of that. But right now, you're not, like it will not serve you to focus on the past. We're talking about the future right now. We're talking about things that we can do right now. So you need to come out of this energy of what should have been, what could have been if I had done this, and all of that. Today, if you start, these changes you can experience still. And if you go on again in this kind of like self-pitying energy, that oh, I should have done this and otherwise this did not happen, you can start today. And if you do not do it today, 9 weeks later, you will still be in this energy with this Nine of Swords, I feel, where you will regret not starting it today. So do it now. And I feel like for some of you, it will take depending on your health goals, guys. I cannot know exactly what you are aiming at, but depending on your health goals, for some of you, I can see a period of 8 yeah, 9 months to 1 year for some of you. And this is for the overarching goal to be completed, like whatever you have set in mind. And for it to show up on your body, I feel like anywhere between 9 weeks to 4 weeks to 9 weeks, if you put in consistent effort into it. And with the Knight of Wands, even though you feel like you don't have the stamina, or you don't have the strength for it, Knight of Wands tells me that you actually have. If you start this journey, you will actually enjoy it, I feel. So whatever you are thinking, or however you're thinking that it is not, that you are not, for whatever reason, you look at the difference between this Eight of Cups and Knight of Wands energy. Such a contrasting energy between, like Knight of Wands is a go-getter. They put their heart and soul, mind into something, and they go for it. And Eight of Cups is somebody who has kind of given up, they're kind of walking away from something. So look at the contrast between these two energies. So it is, what it is telling me is that whatever this thing is, that this whatever is your moon, basically, that you feel like I can't reach, is actually in your reach. And with this Fool card, if you can see, they are taking a risk, they are jumping, basically, Just a second. Yeah, if you can see this card. Okay. Also between the difference between moon and sun. So there's something that they are, this person, this fool card is reaching out towards, that is risky. It talks about taking a risk and then being able to succeed at it. So whatever your mindset is right now, whatever your monkey brain, like in, I think in Buddhism people say the monkey brain is telling you this low vibration energy that is telling you that that you won't be able to achieve. I think you will really be able to do that, and when you start you will really enjoy the process as well. So hop onto that journey. If you have fallen off the wagon, that is okay, you can get back on track. Okay. And yeah, that is what, in terms of time frame, that is what I'm getting here. Now coming to the changes or what life experiences you will, sorry for that, what changes you will experience when you do go through this journey, and if you are able to stick it out through this physical transformation or physical glow up of yours, right? Now we have went through the nitty gritty of things, we have went through the difficult part of things. Now coming to the exciting part of things, what benefits or what changes will you be able to see in your life, should you be able to, like, go through this journey and actually succeed at it, and which I feel like many of you will be able to do that. It's just that a lot of mental blockages here with the air signs and everything, a lot of ego and mental blockages that are coming up here. And I understand sometimes that mental blockages are not the easiest to get over, but compare that with somebody who has, suppose, a broken leg or something of that sort. I'm not not saying that it is not as important, your mental health is not as important, but compare that with somebody who has a broken leg and can't actually do it, so if even if you do that, you can see that how much of an advantage you are at. And also exercising or being able to achieve a goal in itself will also really help out with the mental health issues as well. And it is not like some spirituality group. This is proven, this is research, scientific research. It is rooted in that almost for every mental health issue that you can think about, exercising and being on track with your health has proven time and again to be really really helpful for people as well. So given that, taking that information into stride, understand that if anything, being able to, even if your goal is something as small as losing 5 kgs, like I said, I don't know what your health goal is. Some of you might be on an advanced level, some of you might have a more vague goal, some of you might have a more simple goal. That is not for me to decide. I'm giving you an example. For example, if you want to lose 5 kgs, it's a very small goal. But even if you're able to achieve that, even that sense of achievement will really help you push forward into things and give you that almost sense of achievement, which all of us could use right now in 2020, especially with the way the things have been blocked, and our personal routines have gone out of whack completely. So I understand that. Coming to the changes that I feel will be coming into your life once you go through this physical transformation, first and most prominent one with the high priestess would be, what I feel is that a lot of you will be better in, we have a lot of different types of, okay. So in terms of the changes that I can see coming in for you, pile 3, the first card, like we discussed, high priestess, getting more in tune with your intuition basically. So intuitions are different types, like sometimes we have like a gut feeling, sometimes we talk about physically feeling something, that when people say I did not want to move towards something, or like I was physically or something was stopping me, a gut feeling that was stopping me. So basically it tells me that once you have gone through this journey, once you have discovered yourself throughout this process, what will happen then is that you will become more in touch with your physical intuition. That is your gut feeling in the layman's language that we call it. So once you have given this time to yourself, the first and most prominent benefit that you will gain from it is that the fact that you will be able to be more in touch with your body, how it reacts to certain things, knowing exactly what works for it and what does not work for it, and also the situations that you will be a part of. Your intuition, like you are working out a muscle, just like your brain. So your body will tell you what situations are good for you and what not. So this improved gut feeling will be a part of this journey as well. The second one, coming to Three of Pentacles, a sense of community. So if some of you right now, we start with the Eight of Cups card and the Two of Swords, not kind of an isolated card, and also with the Nine of Swords, a certain isolation that comes along with this process, or maybe that we're experiencing right now. So whatever it is that you have been kind of isolated from the society, you will be able to be more emotionally vulnerable, be able to be a part of the community in a more effective manner. Some of you might even be like, Three of Pentacles talks about teamwork, talks about be taking initiative. Some of you might be able to take more initiative in your life. Also, being able to be a leader, trying to take situations and kind of say leading people into groups, into communities, and all of that. And right now, if you don't have much of a voice, if you don't communicate it quite well, I can see you being more even being more confident to be able to communicate your thoughts, and at the same time to be able to execute your thoughts and ideas as well. So which is also another added benefit to your journey. I'm trying not to focus on the more shallow aspects of certain things, because if you meet a certain physical goal, of course there will be benefits that come from it, and that will be very matter of fact things that maybe you will have more attention from people. So a plethora of things that come along with it. But I'm not trying to focus on things that are external to you. I'm trying to focus on things that are more that will benefit you as a person, more so than the obvious benefits of meeting a physical goal. Again, then coming to the Six of Cups, it will really help you with your inner child. Now when I say inner child, I'm talking about that innate feeling in you about certain things, certain ideas, your creative side that you want to put out in the world. And maybe before this whole thing, before this whole process, you were not feeling confident enough to go out in the world and express yourself. And it talks about your inner child, talks about self expression. What part of you it is that is the most raw, that is the most natural side of yours that you want to express to the world. And because you have been so cut off with the Eight of Cups card, we saw that you have been so cut off, and you have been so kind of an isolated energy. If you can see in the initial cards, whatever you were doing in an isolated manner. So if that was the case, now you can be more in touch with your feelings, more in touch with your emotions, and then be able to express it to the world as well in the in the most raw form possible. So not only will it be good for your own healing, your own inner child healing, where this part of you, this raw part of you, this raw intentional part of you that is really focused on healing or self-expression, you will be able to express it better to the world. So with that, pile 3, I'll conclude your reading. I hope you are able to take away some positive things from this reading, and I hope you are able to reach your goals. For those of you who want a personal reading from me, please look at the description box, and you will be able to find certain things that you will be able to meet talk to me. Or if you have an Instagram or Twitter, please talk to me, reach me out there before. And if not, you can email me as well. So I hope it works for you guys, and I hope you are able to meet your goals. Thank you so much. Now I'll jump onto pile 4. Thank you so much. Bye. Now for the people who chose pile 4, welcome to your reading, and I hope you can see your cards. Now, if you have been to other piles and you can see a setup here, it's because I'm recording on another day, and yeah, it is a long reading, so it took me a while to record. And if there are any shakeups, it's because my camera setup was changed a bit, so I couldn't fit an angle, unfortunately. Anyways, diving into your reading, then the topic that we will be discussing for you today is what will be your journey like towards achieving your physical goals or having that physical transformation that you have been desiring for a very long time, perhaps, or at least I'm hoping. Um, for a couple of you, for those of you especially who did not go through the intro and jump to the pile that you have chosen directly, just a quick disclaimer: this is not a health reading. I will not be giving out any health advices, and any examples that I will take up are purely just examples. And of course, I'll mention that at the time as well. But before we dive into the reading, it is very important, I feel, for you guys to understand that me as a tarot reader, I can only look at the energetic blockages that I feel you might be experiencing, and hopefully that will resonate with you, and hopefully it will help you kind of tackle that root cause of why something is not working out. But again, having said that, I'm not a health professional and I cannot give you technical guidance about how to achieve your goals, and this reading does not in any form aim at that. The topics or the points that I have in mind that I will go over during this reading will be, first of all, the blockages, both physical and emotional blockages that I feel that might be um, creating a problem right now. And this again does not this is not a diagnosis. This is just what I feel like as a regular advice, as a person, which I feel as a reader that might be bothering you, or the reason that might not be working out for you. The second will be focusing on the time frame in which you will be able to achieve that goal. So I'm sorry for the background noise. I literally live alongside a roadside, so that never will change, I feel. So it's just it's going to be a part of my videos, unfortunately. Yeah, so the second part of this reading would be, in what duration do I feel like you will be able to achieve that goal. Okay. So these, and the last and the most important thing for me personally is what are the personal experiences, or what the experiences that are awaiting you when you do reach your goal. So when we have a certain physical goal or physical transformation in mind, we of course have this idea of what will change, of course, to motivate us, right? We all want to we have that set idea about, if we look a certain way, how things will change for us. I'll try not to focus most importantly on the shallow aspect of it. So of course, if you are reaching a physical goal, most likely it's because you want to look good or become a bit healthier, or whatever it is that is on your agenda. I'll try not to focus on the shallow aspects of it, as in, will people like you more and all of that. That is not what I'm trying to focus on. I'm trying to focus more so on what internal changes and how those internal changes will change your life experiences around you, and in a positive manner, hopefully. So that is the aim here. And with that said, let's dive into your reading. I know the intro was a bit long and the disclaimers were a bit long, but with the health reading, I always have to be a bit cautious, because you never know, especially if anyone young is watching this. I don't want to leave a bad impression on them. I understand if you are an adult, you can of course make your own decisions and all of that, but you don't want to tell a young person or a child that um, achieving a certain physical goal will somehow, that is the way for society to accept you and all of that. So that is never the aim with this reading, and that is why I don't do health readings as well. But this one is not health related. I feel like it is more so about achieving a certain goal, and if it is physical, then it is physical. Again, like I said, we will not be discussing the technical aspects of it. That is the diet and routine and all of that. That is not something that I'm giving you here. I'm just talking about the journey that I feel like that it will take you to reach your physical goals. Now, without any further ado, I'll dive into your reading. And one thing that I got with the first card coming up with the Fool card is lot of excitement. A lot of you, I feel like, are excited about getting on this new journey. Some of you, maybe, I feel like, you have gone through certain situations of life. Maybe, like, we can talk about basic triggers that leads to a lot of people getting into physical transformations or glow ups. So some of you may have gotten into a heart, like, gone through a breakup. Some of you might have gotten your heart broken, perhaps. Why I say that is the Three of Swords card at the bottom of the spread here. And I feel like, this is what triggered a lot of you. And for some of you, I feel like there has been a lot of anxiety and a lot of like, mental health issues. And I don't want to throw around mental health words here, like buzzwords, but because we are talking about physical transformation and physical glow up, it is a scientific fact that focusing, like, on your health and becoming more active in terms of your physical body does have a positive effect on your mental health as well. So this is not some spiritual thing. This is a very proven scientific fact that if you focus on your physical goals, a lot of that then trickles down to your mental health as well. I'm not saying that achieving physical goals is the ultimate um, cure for everything. That is not what I'm trying to say, nor is it the be all end all of everything. I understand different people have different journeys and different things that will work for them, but exercising and just, that focusing on your physical goals, that sense of achievement that you get from it, and that has nothing to do with the like, how you look and all of that. I'm talking about just that sense of achievement of getting something done is also a lot more beneficial, and this is something that, has been again and again scientifically proven. So a lot of you have gone through this phase of, like, maybe getting disappointed in your career or something that, like, you really broke your heart, perhaps. And this is what has triggered you, I feel, to dive into this journey. Like, you went through something and then you want to change that. And I completely, like, I am with you there. With the Fool card, I can see the excitement that you have. Some of you, like, just being able to imagine this new journey. The Fool card represents a new journey, and I have that card twice here. So it's just this intense, like, I want this new thing, new beginning for myself, and I want this new, like, at least on life on for myself, because I want to do better with my health, and I want to do better with my life. And I can, like, feel this joyous energy almost with your spread. So you're really excited about your journey, I feel. Some of you at least are. And even when I was shuffling your deck, like, a lot of cards came coming down. It just told me, like, you cannot wait to get onto this journey, or hopefully it is that. And if it is the fact that you cannot wait to reach this goal. Now, the major difference between those two expressions is the fact that if you are excited for getting onto this journey, for like, starting a regimen that will really help you out, you're excited about that part of it, then it is, like, it's a good thing. It is an amazing thing that you are looking forward towards this change in routine, this change in, like, this pace of life. And for a lot of us, we have been sitting at home for almost a year now. So a lot of you might be, like, looking forward to change things up. And some of you, I feel like, might be changing locations. So if you have been living in a certain place, perhaps you'll be moving to a different place right now. So there might be some shift in that regard as well. But you are excited about that change in your routine coming towards you. But then again, for those of you who are looking forward to achieve this goal, that is again a good thing. It's an amazing thing that you are looking forward to a physical goal or a physical transformational journey. But you have to be very aware of the fact that this is not something that will happen overnight. Nothing that you will change in your physical body will happen overnight and will render you in a healthy situation. When I say that, I mean, some of you, I can sense that excitement almost, like, every time you do something for a week, and then that excitement dying out. If the focus is on the goal, if the focus is on the fact that I have to, like, achieve a certain goal. Suppose you're trying to gain 5 kgs, for example, and you do something for a week, and then you're like, you know what, I just, nothing happened, so you feel discouraged then, which is why you have to shift your focus towards more so on the journey and take it one day at a time, instead of this, like, almost rushing energy that I can feel right now from your pile, just wanting to rush towards your goal. And I understand the excitement, trust me, I do, but you will have to be a little more like, discerning when it comes to this journey, understanding that your body will, if you change anything in your body, it will take time and it will take patience on your part. And as excited as you are to get onto this journey, you will have to remain as diligent, as focused on your journey at the same time. So this is something that I feel like, something that I just wanted to point out, just from on an intuition basis. Now, coming to the blockages and what I feel like could be blocking your energy right now, or the reasons that you might not be able to get onto your journey. With the Devil card, the Seven of Cups, and Page of Swords. So, Seven of Cups again is this card of confusion, turmoil. In this deck specifically, it talks to me about going after so many options that you don't know, like, having so many options that ultimately you don't get to benefit from any of them. So again, this takes me back to the point of you trying out too many diets or different things, or different like, things, and for a very small period of time, and then not giving, I'm not giving you a diet, like, like knowledge on diet or anything of that sort. I'm just telling you, you're not sticking to something. This is not my area of expertise, but for me, for this is kind of like, common knowledge that for you to get through to something, or for you to see results, you will have to stick to one thing for some amount of time at least. And what time it will take, we'll get to that part as well. But for right now, I feel there is you are taking up too many roads to reach the same destination, and ultimately none of it is getting picked up, right? So you have seven of cups, is just like there's so many options in front of you that you are so like, confused about which one to pick and which one to pick for you to reach your ultimate destination. But the point here is that you have to, and even with the Fool card, it talks about that you have to stop thinking and being in this mental or emotional energy and actually act on something and take that risk. So whatever like, decisions or you have been focusing on and trying, it's almost delaying your journey, you have to pick one and then move forward with it. Don't focus too much on, like, of course I'm not asking you to not educate yourself, but you don't have to, like, it's not like only when you have learned every nutrition fact in the world, only then you can get onto your journey. You have to start somewhere. Once you start along the journey, you can learn more, you can get more knowledge, and with that you can make tweaks and changes to your journey as well. Not every day will be the same, and not every day you will have the same things will work for you, especially when it comes to physical health. Not everything will work for you on every step of your journey. So you can evolve as you go, but you have to start somewhere. You have to take that risk. With the Fool card coming twice in your deck from different decks, from you have to kind of like, start that journey somewhere and not procrastinate in anymore. And then with the Devil card, of course, it talks about the habits or the lower vibrational things that we almost overconsume, or that we use as crutches for our gratification, basically. So some of you, like, for a lot of you, instant gratification might be an issue, I feel. With the Page of Swords again, like, wanting to just this childish energy, because Page of Swords is a very like, a lot of times it talks about children and all of that. So some of you might be having kids also, which could be an obstruction. Some of you might be studying, so maybe that education or something that you are learning could be a part of the blockage as well. Maybe some of you are studying or so focused on your career that you don't get the time to study or to exercise, but you will have to squeeze in that time, and to squeeze in that couple of hours or 1 hour, half an hour, whatever you want to give into your like, dedicate towards your health. You will have to start doing that at some point. And maybe right now you are a student. Some of you could be a student. Some of you might have a kid who are, or children who are studying. So maybe if you are mother or parents in general, like, you are focused on your kids a lot, and which could be obstructing your health journey a bit, like focusing on their growth, focusing on what it is that they are doing in their life could be taking a lot of your time. And Seven of Cups could be again, like, exhausting yourself into too many things, that you don't get the time to focus on what is important for you, which is in this reading health right now. So also with this pandemic, a lot of focus has come been drawn back to our own immunity, our own physical health. Like, it's not even not just related to vanity. It is almost like a survival tool right now for you to focus on your health, not just to look good, not just for people to appreciate it, but for your own growth, right? So these could be the possible blockages that I'm seeing right now, and of course I can go on about it, but intuitively, and along with the cards as well, this is what I'm picking up on. The possible time frame coming to that part of it could be, for some of you, I can see a 1 year time period for you to achieve that goal. And this is like, straight up 1 year time period. For some of you it could be 3 months, because like, I hope at least there are people watching it out there, but I can't say exactly which group is who all are watching this video. So different time frames may apply for different people depending on your journey and how long it will take for you, and where you are currently in terms of your physical growth. For some of you, so these are the possible time frames that I'm getting here: 3 month, 7 month, 1 year, and 3 years. For some of you, 3 years. I am with the Empress card being a major arcana. It could take us a while to get into this journey, and on and off. So it's just hopeful it is for a few of you, but because I see it here, I have to mention it. And because it rules both Libra and Taurus, if I talk about the air energy, I can say 3 months perhaps, but going to the earth side of it, it may take a lot more, like, time period than normal. So for some of you, 3 weeks, 3 months, and for some 3 years maybe. For you to get into that routine and stay in that routine, it may take you that long. This is not for everyone, guys. I'm not saying that this time frame is for everyone, but for some of you, I feel like it'll take you a bit. Other possible time frames are 1 year, 3 months, and 7 months, like I said. So these are the possible time frames for you. For some, I also feel like 19 weeks could be a good time frame for some of you to achieve that goal. 19 weeks would be, I would say, 5 months around, something like that, right? So 5 month period. So for some of you, so 5 month, 7 month, 5 months, 7 months, 3 months, for a very very small few of you, 3 years, but that is a very rare energy. Now these are the time frames, possible time frames that we have discussed. Coming to the exciting part of things, coming to the good part of things, that I feel like what is something that you can look forward to, or the experiences, the positive changes that will become a part of your life when once you have achieved this goal. Once you have or even when you are in the way, or like you can kind of have gotten into the journey. I'm not saying that once you have achieved a certain goal, only then, but once you have gone onto this journey, and once you have like started focusing on your health goals, what physical, or what not physical, what changes, positive changes that will come in terms of your life experience. First of all, I feel with the Empress card here, um, a lot of you will learn how to receive, and this is something that is a part and parcel of, um, um, once you have learned to be happy with yourself, you learn then how to receive from other people. So if you have an issue with um maybe you are somebody who gives in all your relationships and all your friendships, you are a giver, right? And this could be a prominent issue with you, that I'm the person who is always giving my 101%, and the people around me, or the community that I live in, they do not give me back. And this is some, most times it is subconsciously we are driving away people who want to help us, because we feel so like in this helpless place. We don't want people to look at us in that zone that we are in. So again, once you gain that confidence in yourself, and with the Empress card, you will be having a lot of confidence, like is the ultimate divine feminine card. So with the Empress card, I feel like you will be able to um gain that. And again, with the Empress card, this is not something, like I said, I don't give health advices, but for some of you, for a very few of you who have been trying to get pregnant, and because Empress is the card of the mother, if you have had issues with pregnancy before, or right now, because right now, like these hormonal issues and pregnancy issues are very common. And so I don't normally do pregnancy readings, by the way, just to put it out, or health readings even. It's a bit of a no, but I have to mention, for a very few of you, um unique occasion. I feel like once you get onto this health journey, for some of you, I have to mention this fact, that there's a possibility that you might get if you want, you can get pregnant, that is. So I'm not saying that focusing on your health will get you pregnant, by the way, guys, but I'm just saying that for a lot of people, and I'm sorry to be making light of the situation, but a lot of people are struggling these days because of the lifestyle that we live in, with PCOD and hormonal stuff like that. And for those of you who have been trying to conceive a baby, and maybe you were not, you were not able to conceive before because of health issues, this is strictly talking about very few of you. I feel like for some of you, with the Empress card, there's a possibility that you may be able to conceive a baby. Now, I am not saying that it is please take any of the pregnancy or health related things with a grain of salt. I am not promising you anything here. It's just because the card came up, and along with the Sun card, it's kind of an inevitable thing for, as a tarot reader, for me, and I have to put it out there for some of you, for a very few of you who have been trying to get a baby, that it is a possibility for some of you to conceive in the next 2 to 3 years. Okay. um and if your health, or because we're talking about, in this reading we're talking about health issues and all of that, if your health had anything to do with your with the issue to conceive a baby, there's a very slight possibility that if you focus on your physical health, or health uh, changing up your physical health, it might help you conceive a baby. That is all I'm saying. And again, I have to mention that it is for a very very select few of you, maybe for one specific person who will be watching this video. It's not for everyone. So with the Empress and Sun card, for some of you, like I said, there's a possibility for some of you. And if you're not struggling with anything, and if you're not planning on having a baby, this is not an announcement that you will suddenly become pregnant or something once you have achieved your physical goals. That's not at all what I'm saying here. I'm just saying that for those of you who have been trying to conceive a baby and could not, because of health issues, there's a possibility, slight possibility, and if the health issues were very nominal and not something that is serious, guys, please understand that why I'm repeating myself, because this is something of a sensitive issue, and I don't like to talk about it always, but because it came up, because it is something that even with the page card and all of that, it had there's a bit of an indication here that there is a possibility for some of you to conceive a baby. But this is strictly for those of you who have minor issues with your health and who have been wanting to conceive a baby, and somewhere minor health issues were creating a problem. I'm not talking about serious health issues at all, but focusing on this, on a better health, focusing on health goals for you, maybe you may be able to achieve a baby. What did I say? Maybe able to conceive a baby. Sorry for that. Okay. With the sun card again, talking about life experiences. Uh, Enough baby talk right now. Coming to life experiences and coming to the part of what changes will be coming into your life as an individual. I feel like for some of you, with the sun card, it talks about happiness and joy and confidence. So there is this going to be this rush of confidence and happiness that will surround you once you have achieved this goal. And of course, once you have succeeded in doing something that you have set out for, there's this added amount of satisfaction that comes along with it. So it could be talking about just that, and also the heartbreak or whatever you were experiencing in the past, the anxiety. And with the Nine of Swords, if especially if those sleepless nights and insomnia were due to this heartbreak, or because, or this disappointment that triggered your physical journey, especially if that was the case, you will be able to get over this past low vibrational energies that you were stuck in, that you almost felt like you were stuck in. And there's a lot of happiness that is coming your way. With the Strength card, there's a lot of going on this journey itself, I think, is going to be rendering you into a very strong person. Like, you will have this mental and physical strength that you have never experienced before, which will help you feel a lot more in control. So right now, if you don't have mental strength, if you feel like you are emotionally weak or physically weak, going on this journey will give you that confidence and give you that confidence in your own physical body as well, that you have the strength here, you can change things. Okay. And with the Fool card, of course, new beginnings in life, love, career, anything, in any aspects of your life, moving to new places, having that confidence to go to try on new things, being able to take more risks, feeling a bit more adventurous, traveling more. Fool card is the card for being able to do the adventurous things, or taking those risks which maybe you were not able to take before. So going on this journey will really, really help you with that as well. So pile 4, that was your reading. Now I'll take your leave. I hope you liked the reading. I'll end the reading here, because if we go on, we can go on for days, but I have to end somewhere, right? All the 4 piles are done. Timestamps will be given below. If you want to check out any other pile that you might be drawn towards, please go check it out. If you want a personal reading from me, all the details will be in the description box. If you have an Instagram, if you have a Twitter, please contact me there. If none of those platforms are something that you use, you can email me. I am available on all of these social media sites, and as well as email. So thank you so much for coming to this reading, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you take away something positive from this reading. And I hope all the goals that you have set for yourself in terms of your physical transformation, and not just a physical transformation, your personal goals as well, they come true. I wish you the best. Thank you so much. Bye.